Hey there, Internet Explorers! Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of web development, specifically, how to make your awesome web applications accessible to everyone, no matter where they are in the world. Think about it. The internet has no borders. So why should your website? In today's interconnected world, your potential audience extends far beyond your local coffee shop. We're talking about reaching people across continents, time zones, and cultures. This is where the magic of internationalization comes in, often shortened to the much cooler I-18, and because let's be real, who wants to type out internationalization every time? But what exactly is I-18N and why should you care? In a nutshell, I-18N is the process of designing and developing your web application in a way that makes it easy to adapt to different languages and regions without requiring major engineering overhauls. It's like building a house with adaptable rooms. You can easily swap out the furniture and decorations to match different tastes and styles. Let's clarify the difference between two terms often used interchangeably: internationalization, I-18N, and localization, L10N. Think of them as two sides of the same coin, essential for a global web experience. I-18N lays the groundwork for global internet domination. It accommodates different languages, formats, and cultural nuances. Localization adapts your application to a specific market. It makes your customers feel at home. I-18N builds a global-ready product, while L10N makes it feel local. Alright, enough theory, let's get our hands dirty with some code. One of the most popular tools for I-18N in web applications is the I-18 Next framework. It's like having a multilingual superhero by your side. I-18 Next separates your application's translatable text from the code. No more hard-coding strings directly into your components. Store all translations in separate files, organized by language. Imagine building a website with a welcome message. Without I-18N, you might hard-code the message in English. With I-18N, store the English translation in an English file and the French translation in a French file. Use I-18 Next to dynamically load the correct translation. This way a French user sees bienvenue instead of welcome. Section 4, Streamlining Localization with I-18 and Ally, a developer's best friend. Now, managing all these translation files can seem daunting, especially as your application scales. But fear not, fellow developers, for there are tools to make our lives easier. One such tool is the I-18 and Ally extension for Visual Studio Code. It's like having a personal translator and localization assistant built right into your code editor. I-18 and Ally provides a whole suite of features to streamline your I-18N workflow. It helps you extract translatable strings from your code, generate translation files, and even provides real-time translation suggestions as you type. It's like having a superpower that allows you to speak every language fluently, or at least make it look like you do. One of the coolest features of I-18 and Ally is its ability to detect missing translations. Imagine you've added a new feature to your app with a bunch of new text strings. I-18 and Ally will flag these strings as missing translations, so you can add them to your language files and ensure your app is fully localized. Section 5. Navigating cultural nuances beyond language translation. Now here's the thing about localization, it's not just about translating words. It's about understanding the cultural context and adapting your content accordingly. What might seem like a harmless joke in one culture could be deeply offensive in another. A color that represents happiness in one country might symbolize mourning in another. For example, did you know that in some cultures it's considered rude to make direct eye contact? Or that the thumbs-up gesture, a universal symbol of approval in many Western cultures, is actually offensive in some parts of the Middle East. These are just a few examples of how cultural differences can impact your web application's design and content. When localizing your app, it's crucial to do your research and consult with native speakers or cultural experts to ensure you're not inadvertently alienating your target audience. Section 6, Conclusion. Building bridges, one language at a time. So there you have it, a crash course in Web UI internationalization. We've covered the basics of I-18N and L10N, explored the power of I-18 Next, and even learned how to streamline our localization workflow with I-18 and Ally. But most importantly, we've learned that creating a truly global web experience goes beyond simply translating words. It's about understanding and respecting cultural differences and striving to make everyone feel welcome no matter where they come from or what language they speak. So go forth, fellow developers, and build bridges one language at a time.